Hello, and welcome to the Conversational Hour. This is Priscilla, and I'm happy to be with you today. Hello, Raphael. How are you?
Hi, I'm feeling fine.
Raphael, how are you today?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, Rafael, I can listen to you. I don't know if the Priscilla teacher can.
Yes, I think the problem is with her sound.
Hello, Priscilla.
Thank you, Antonio.
And not at all. I think Priscilla can't listen to us.
I think he's trying to fix it. She is, sorry.
Maybe. I go to leave and restart. Okay. Hello, Priscilla.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, perfect.
Hello,
Hello?
Antonio.
Hello. Yes, we can listen to you now.
Uh,
Rafael, do you can you listen to the teacher?
Yes, I can.
Ah, perfect.
That's okay.
Okay. Rafael, you are from Brazil, no?
All right. And what about
Okay.
you? Because I forgot.
Yes, I'm from Spain.
Hello.
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 Still no hearing.
Elias, where are you from?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Elias.
Hello? How are you?
Hello. Fine, thanks. Where are you from, Elias?
From Morocco. And you?
Ah, Morocco. Okay, I'm from Spain.
Uh,
Your photo is from Morocco, then?
sí, from Rabat.
Okay. Ah, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And how long have you been here, Antonio?
Well, more or less these 2 months of summer,
So
July and August, maybe June.
you're a new student too, because I've been here for only 1 month.
Hmm. Really, burbling is good. I like this method of studying English.
Yes, yes, I like it too. The only thing that I don't like is when it gets crowded because sometimes we have five, not five, but five is few students, but sometimes 10 or 9 students, and at the end of a class, you don't have much chance to talk. Sometimes we listen more and we talk less.
It's true. It's true. But what in this class we are to yes, you have reason in that.
Yes, I like when the classes are small.
Yeah, because you can talk, and the teacher can be help you more individuality.
Yes, yes. Because if we have private classes, I think it is very expensive. It-
Yeah, it's true.
At least
It's
for
very
me.
expensive.
At least it is for me.
Yeah, yeah, and for me, very expensive. For that I have this method. This month I put the method full unlimited boletos.
I understand. And before coming to Verbling, what did you used to do? Did you study English in a local English course?
Yes, I put normally the ten classes, but this month like I have summer, I have the vacation. I put unlimited classes.
No, okay, but I mean before being a student in Verbling.
Hmm.
Hey, there we are. Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
Hi.
hello.
Hello. I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but hello, Raphael, Ilias, and Antonio. Welcome to class. I'm excited to have you here.
Hello,
And
teacher. How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm awesome. I hope you guys are too. Let me go ahead and get, I'll pull it up right now. And it is Charles is going to the supermarket. Charles. Charles is going to. Okay, and here we go. And, Charles. Let me know when you can see it on the screen.
Not yet. Now we can see it.
Okay, there we go. So Antonio, Elias, and Raphael, all of you have heard this story. Is that correct? Yes, you have. Yes. Has everyone heard this story?
No.
Oh, who has not? Antonio, have you heard this story before?
No, history no.
Elias, have you heard this story before? Elias, unmute your microphone and let me know if you've heard. Have you heard this story before?
No.
Okay. Raphael, have you heard this story before?
No.
Oh. Well, you all have missed a wonderful story. All right, we're going to read this story. Charles is going to the supermarket, and we'll start with Antonio. Would you read first?
Okay. I'm doing no. Okay. Charles is looking in his. Is this or no? It is. His refrigerator. Yes, it's the same. Charles is looking in his refrigerator. A refrigerator is often called a fridge for short. People put things that need to stay cool in the refrigerator. Things that need to be frozen are put in the freezer. Charles has to go to the supermarket today, so he is making a shopping list. People usually make a list of things to buy before they go to the store. If you make a list, then you won't forget what to buy.
It has been a week.
Okay, it has been a week since Charles went to the supermarket. There are only a few things in his refrigerator. There is a little milk and a little juice. There are a few eggs and a few apples. There is some cheese and some pasta noodles. There are a lot of onions and tomatoes, but only one green pepper. There isn't any lettuce or garlic. There isn't any butter or bread either. Charles is making dinner. He will start with a salad and then have spaghetti and meatballs with garlic bread for the main course. For dessert, he's making his famous apple pie with vanilla ice cream.
Okay,
His
vanilla
wife
ice cream. Okay, super. Thank you. Did you understand what you read? 80% of what you read? All right, Elias, could you read for us? Elias, could you read for us?
Where? Which line?
The very first line.
Charles is looking in his refrigerator. Charles is looking in his refrigerator. A refrigerator is often called a fridge for short people. Put things that need to stay cool in the refrigerator. Things that need to be frozen are put in the freezer. Charles has to go to the supermarket today, so he is making a shopping list. People used to make a list, things to buy before they go to the store. If you make a list, then you won't forget what to buy. It had been a week since Charles went to the supermarket. There are a few things in his refrigerator. His little milk and little juice. There are a few eggs and a few apples. There is some cheese and some pasta noodles. There are a lot of onions and tomatoes, but only one green pepper. There isn't any lettuce or garlic. There isn't any butter or bread either. Charles is making dinner. He will start with a salad and then have spaghetti and Meatballs with garlic bread for the main course for dessert. 5. With vanilla ice cream. His wife is excited because she doesn't have to cook tonight. She is helping him make a list from the supermarket.
Okay, fantastic. And finally, can we get Raphael to read the same thing?
Yes,
Thank you. You may start.
Charles is looking in his refrigerator. A refrigerator is often called a fridge for short. People put things that need to stay cold in the refrigerator. Things that need to be frozen are put in the freezer. Charles has to go to the supermarket. I don't see it.
Hmm, let's see.
Char
Charles has to go to
has
the
to the supermarket today,
hmm
so he is making a shopping list. People usually make a list of things to buy before they go to the store. If you make a list, then you won't forget what to buy. It has been a week since Charles went to the supermarket. There are only a few things in his refrigerator. There is a little milk and a little juice. Uh, there is a few eggs, a few apples. There is some cheese and some pasta noodles. There are a lot of onions and and tomatoes, but only one green pepper. There isn't any lettuce or garlic. There isn't any butter or bread either. Charles is making dinner. He will start with a salad and then have spaghetti and meatballs with garlic, bread for the main course. For dessert, he's making his famous apple pie with vanilla ice cream. His wife is excited because she doesn't have to cook tonight. She's helping him make a list for the supermarket.
Okay, fantastic. And one more reading. Wakra, how are you? Wakra, how are you? All right. Wakra, how are you? And I'm not getting a response, so I'm going to ask, did Antonio, did you understand 80% of what you read? 80%. Unmute your microphone and answer, Antonio. Did you understand 80%?
Yes, I understand the text.
Okay. What about Elias? 80%? Did you understand 80%?
More?
Did you
What is
understand? Did you
eight?
understand
I have,
80%?
I've understood 98% or 90.
Wow. Okay. Fantastic. Raphael, did you understand at least 80%?
Yes, I can say the same.
Okay,
Almost
good.
everything.
Okay, good. There's someone, Mohammed, that's asking, do I mean Mohammed? I don't know. The person that I was asking if he or she could hear me is Wakra. Wakra, W-A-K-A, W-A-K-R-A-H. Are you able to speak?
Hello, yes, do you hear me?
Yes, I do. Could you read for us quickly, please?
Okay. Charles is going to the supermarket, is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I have to read the whole document?
Yes, I would like for you to.
Okay. Charles is looking in his refrigerator. A refrigerator is often called fridge for short. People put things that need to stay cold in the refrigerator. Things that need to be frozen are put in the freezer. Charles has to go to the supermarket today, so he is making a shopping list. People usually make a list of things to buy before they go to the store. If you make a list, then you will not forget what to buy. It has been a week since Charles went to the supermarket. There are only a few things in his refrigerator. There is a little milk and a little juice.
There are a few eggs.
Okay, there are a few eggs and a few apples. There is some cheese and some pasta noodles. There are a lot of onions and tomatoes, but only one green pepper. There is not any lettuce or garlic. There is not any butter or bread either. Okay. Charles is making dinner. He will start with a salad and then have spaghetti and meatballs with garlic bread for the main course. For dessert, he is making his famous apple pie with a vanilla ice cream. His wife is excited because she doesn't have to cook tonight. She is helping him make a list for the supermarket.
Great. Did you understand 80% of what you read, at least?
Yes, I do.
Good. And how do you pronounce your name, please?
What?
How do you pronounce your name?
Mohammed.
Okay, Mohammed. So what I'm looking at, Mohammed, the only way that I would know your name is what is on the screen, and it says Wakra. And I saw that you wrote in the
Yes,
screen.
yes. Well, I have two Google accounts. The first one is Mohammed. The second one is Wakra. So I think there's just like a mistake or something like that.
Okay, so you didn't recognize the word Wakra when I said your
Yes, yes. I'm sorry about that.
name. Okay, all right. So here in our forum, it's all about the time and timing. So there's a phrase that says time is money. So I know if I come in late, you've already paid, and that's not fair that you don't get the full benefit. But anyway, I'm glad that you're here, Mohammed, and most likely I will call you Rock Rock because that's what I see, and I'll probably only remember that. All right, so moving on, this is going to be an exciting class. Now that we have all read the story, we're going to talk about the story, and please answer as quickly as you can when I ask you the questions. Antonio, where is Charles going? Charles is going to the supermarket. Elias, what is Charles going to make for supper? He's going to make spaghetti. Everyone will need to open up your microphone so you can answer very quickly. Raphael, why is Charles making a list?
I think because his refrigerator is almost empty.
Good. Walkrop, is there any bread in his house?
Yes.
Good. Antonio, is there a lot of milk in the refrigerator?
No, it's a bit of milk,
A little milk.
little milk.
Antonio, is there a lot of milk in the refrigerator? No, there's little milk.
Okay.
Antonio, is there milk in the refrigerator?
No, it's a liter of milk in the refrigerator.
Thank you. Elias, what is Charles making for dinner? Charles is making spaghetti. Raphael, how much bread will Charles buy?
I don't remember.
Good. Walk. Did Charles make soup for dinner? No, he did not. He made spaghetti. He made spaghetti.
He makes spaghetti and meatball.
Thank you. Antonio and Elias, would you please read? Antonio, you will be number 2 in green, and Elias, you will be number 1. You may start when you're ready. Please try to sound natural.
Okay. Well, okay, honey. What do I need to buy?
Antonio and Elias, is Elias still here?
Yes?
Antonio, are you here?
Okay. Okay, honey. What do I need to buy?
Well, do we have enough Nadis?
We have some noodles, but not enough.
How about tomato sauce?
I don't see any tomato sauce.
Are there any onions?
Yes, we have a lot of onions.
Do you need any tomatoes or garlic?
There are a lot of tomatoes, but there isn't any garlic.
Are you making a salad?
Yes, I am, but there isn't any lettuce.
Are there any apples for the pie?
There are few apples. Maybe I'll buy a couple more.
Did you look in the freezer for ice cream?
There isn't any vanilla, but there isn't some chocolate ice cream.
You should get vanilla with ice cream. It goes best with apple pie.
So I need some noodles, a can of tomato sauce, some garlic, a head of lettuce, and a few apples. Is that everything?
Don't forget bread and ice cream.
All right, a carton of vanilla ice cream and a loaf of bread.
One more thing. Don't forget your list.
Thanks for reminding me. Bye.
All right. All right. So you all now have had an opportunity to investigate or interact with a dialogue, which is good. When you're reading a dialogue, especially one that is given, try to sound natural when you're reading the dialogue.
Mhm.
All right. Now we had a few people to come in. I'm not going to have you read today. Well, I know what I can do. I can let you read today, and this will get wet and going. So that will be Nader. Nader, I'd like for you to read when you see your name. And Igor, I'd like for you to read when you see your name. I'm going to come back. And Priscilla. Here. Okay. All right. Nader, can you see the screen now? Nader, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Could you read that passage with your name, please?
Okay, Charles is looking in his refrigerator. A refrigerator is often called a fridge.
Slow down, though.
Okay. Charles is looking in his refrigerator. A refrigerator is often called a fridge for short. People put things that need to stay cold in the refrigerator. Things that need to be frozen are put in the freezer. Charles has to go to the supermarket today, so he's making a shopping list. People usually make a list of things to buy before they go to the store. If you make a list, then you won't forget what to buy.
Igor? Igor, would you read, please? And maybe Igor's gone. I think Igor's gone. All right. Nader, will you continue reading? Nader, will you continue to read?
Okay. It has been a week since Charles went to the supermarket. There are only a few things in his refrigerator. There is a little milk and a little juice. There are a few eggs and a few apples. There is some cheese and some pasta noodles. There are a lot of onions and tomatoes, but only one green
Pepper.
pepper. There isn't any lettuce or garlic. There isn't any butter or bread either. Charles is making dinner. He will start with a salad and then have a spaghetti and meatballs with garlic bread for the main course. For dessert, he's making his famous apple pie with vanilla ice cream. His wife is excited because she doesn't have to cook tonight. She's helping him make a list for the supermarket.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
So now you all are going to see a picture of words. I want you to look at these words, even if you don't know what they are. Well, if you don't know what they are, you should tell me now. And I want you to think about the story briefly and tell me something about the story, or create your own story using what you see: the grate, the grill, the layer, the level, and melt. Just have a quick sentence, something like this. To make the spaghetti, Charles will need to grate the cheese. He does not need to use a grill because he's not cooking outside. He's not using layer pans because he's making apple pie, not a cake. He might level off his milk or his flour, I'm not sure, but he will melt the butter in the pan. All right, let's go with Raphael. Please go first. You can choose any one of these rows. It doesn't matter which one, but talk about all items in the row.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to get it all on one page so you could see it.
Should I use all the words?
Just one row. Just one row of the words. Why am I not able to make that smaller?
Do you mean one line?
Yes, one line. One line.
Yeah,
It's
but I
one
don't
row.
see it.
I know. I'm coming back with it. All right, here we go.
Okay, I don't feel comfortable to use a melt because I don't know how to cook in general.
Okay, this is melt. You use melt. Okay, continue. Use all four of them.
And I like to see my father grill the food on a Sunday morning. And when my mom prepares a cake, it's a difficult vocabulary.
What is the word?
A layer.
You layer a cake.
Yes. Is it a verb?
Charles is not making a cake. He's making an apple pie, so he doesn't have to layer the cake. He doesn't have to put one piece of cake on top of the other.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to grate any food either, because it's not necessary in the apple pie. And the level, I don't know how to use it.
Okay, level means to make even. He's making something even. But we're going to move on. Okay. Let's hear from Antonio. Choose one of the rows and talk about it. Pinch, pour, scramble, serve, summer slice, spread, stir, taste, or grate, grill, layer, level, melt.
With taste and melt.
Okay.
Okay. Well, taste. What's the meaning of taste? Well, I like to test the cake of my mother because his or her cakes has a different savor. And when I stay alone at home, I usually melt eggs. Maybe.
Okay, are you done?
Because it's easy.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Nader, are you there? Are you here? Nader, which row will you choose?
Yes, ma'am.
Which row will you choose?
Okay, 1 minute. Pinch, pour. Okay, pinch. I'll take second one.
Okay. Start with pinch.
Okay. I don't know how to cook, but it's very easy to make an apple pie or make a pie. So first you need to pinch the eggs. Then you pour some water, scramble the eggs, then serve the then serve then you serve the meal.
Okay, fantastic. Uh,
So
who's next? Elias? Elias?
what is he
Elias?
pulling
Elias?
second one?
Elias? I'll answer in a minute. Elias, quickly. Elias. Okay, Wakwa.
Okay. I will use the first row.
Okay.
Let's say Nader is going today to grill outside his favorite burger. He will start with grating the cheese to mix it with a salad. That he is going to use with a burger. During that time, his wife is layering the pancake to
Okay.
eat after the dinner.
Mhm.
During that time, he has to level the milk to make his favorite milkshake and to make some omelette. He have to melt the butter before putting the egg.
Great. Okay, who has not gone? Did everybody go? Okay, what was the question that someone had? Quickly, what was the question that someone had about something?
What does stir mean?
Stir, stir,
Yeah.
stir, stir. Where is stir?
The last row.
Oh, stir. When you have food on the stove, you take a spoon in the pot and you stir it up to mix it up. You stir it up, you stir it up. Okay?
So it means mix.
Yes, it means to mix. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it means to mix. Thank you. Bum, 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 bum. All right. All right, everybody, look at these. There are 4 of us. You can all have the same one if you like. It doesn't really matter. There are things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Choose one. I don't know where number 1 went to. Well, the tormented apple picker parked a bus near the junkyard in December to prevent the accident. The exhausted drummer cut the grass near the ballroom yesterday to visit a nephew. The amazed newlywed recorded a conversation in a darkened room in May to quiet the angry mob. The cute bounty hunter did bypass surgery and a broken refrigerator when the grandmother arrived to create a diversion. The inebriated intern duplicated a map in the dilapidated zoo about an hour ago to win the bet. Now, these are sentences, and none of them really make sense. I want you to make them make sense. I'm going to choose one and make it make sense. I'm going to choose number 3. All right? And I'm going to make it make sense. Someone else can choose one. Please start looking at them to choose one so that when it's your turn, you will have 1 full minute to make sense out of it. You'll have 30 seconds to look at it, and you'll have 1 minute to talk about it. And you can tell me your number when you're ready, but you don't have to do it right now. When I give you your name and I count to 3, you will tell me the number that you're going to choose, and you'll have 90 seconds from the time that I call your name and tell you to start. You can use the same one that someone else used, or you can use the same one that I use. I am going to use number 3. The exhausted drummer cut the grass near the ballroom yesterday to visit a nephew. Yesterday, the drummer was outside beating his drum passionately. He was so excited that there was going to be a wedding in the yard. His grass was cut, and he had done everything that he needed to do, but he wasn't sure when his nephew was going to arrive. He was exhausted but excited. And again, the grass looked very nice. Then his cell phone rang. It was the bride. She said she had to move the wedding up till today, and she needed someone to pick her boyfriend up or her would-be husband so that he would be there. The only thing is, he didn't have his suit, he didn't have shoes. The only thing he had was his pajamas because he did not know he was even getting married. That is my 1 minute of my made-up crazy story. Let us go with who wants to volunteer. If no one wants to volunteer, then I'll have to call on someone. All right, I'm going to call on someone. Wakra, are you here?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay. What number will you choose?
Maybe number 2.
Okay, your time begins now.
Okay, there was a tormented apple picker called Wakra. He didn't like his job, but he has to make some money. Once upon a time, he was forced to park the bus near the junkyard, but there was a lot of rubbish in the junkyard during the December, because all the trees leaves are just falling down. But I don't know how to connect the idea with preventing the accident.
Well, just make something up. It's a crazy story anyway. You still have 40 seconds.
Well, I have no idea.
Okay. All right. Who's next? I don't know who's here. Who's next? Antonio? Antonio?
Okay. Well,
Antonio, you have 30 seconds to look at your thing, or you can use your entire 90 seconds to tell your story. All right. Your time has started.
Okay, number 3, for example.
Okay.
Okay, for example, well, there is a drummer who plays the battery, and well, he wanted to surprising his nephew, and then he played a lot. But the problem is the grass is every big. Then he decides to cut the grass near the bathroom when the nephew was, to surprise his nephew.
Okay, 45 seconds more, unless you just want to stop. Okay, who's next? Ilias? Is Ilias here? Okay, let's go with Raphael. Raphael's not here. Wakra? No, you've already gone. Nader?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, what we're doing, Nader, choose one of these items. Take 30 seconds to look at it, or you can use the entire 30 seconds to talk about what you have read. You're going to make up a story and talk for 90 seconds. Starting now.
Okay, there was a man who was feeling very sad. He was almost tormented because of a sad story. Because of sad news he heard about his mother, who went to the hospital in December. She was trying to park her car near the junkyard, but a bus came very fast and crashed her car, and she couldn't do anything to prevent the accident.
Okay, is that it? You still have 45 seconds.
Okay, what is an apple picker?
I don't know. Just make something up if you don't know.
Okay. During the accident, they found her. They found an apple basket beside her, and someone tried to save her from this horrible accident, but they couldn't, and they did their best, but finally she passed away.
Okay, you still have 10 seconds.
Thank you so much.
Okay. An apple picker is something that is used to hoist someone up to an apple tree so that you can pick the apples from the tree. I didn't want to use the time that you were speaking to tell you what an apple picker is. Okay, that
Okay,
is
let's
everyone.
use that 10 seconds for this.
Okay, we have Francis. Francis, what we're doing is looking at this list of story starters. We're looking at this list of story starters and talking for 90 seconds about whatever we want to that relates to the number. Would you like to try?
I prefer to hear teacher because I don't know what it mean the sentences. I
Okay.
don't know what
uh,
it means.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Francis. All right, so I'm going to explain what this activity was and why we were doing it. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and for those of you who are in my class for the very first time, I want you to know that I am a conversational English coach. My goal is to help you develop your ability to speak quickly, clearly, and easily. In order to do that, I will give you lots of different activities from time to time to help you do this, and they will be different, varied, and somewhat confusing. Those of you who are new to me may find this extremely exhausting and not fun, but it's okay. Just keep coming back. You may get the idea and you will like it. These stories make no sense whatsoever, but we generally start out by reading something that will give us an opportunity to have some words that we can use. So, for example, in today's story, we read about food. We read about Charles going to the supermarket and he was going to make his wife's supper somewhere up here. We know that that's what Charles was going to do. We know that he made an apple pie. We know that he used vanilla ice cream. We know that he used a variety of things to help him prepare his meal. After we did that, we got some more nonsensical words where these pictures are, and we made more sentences. Now, here was the story that we could take the story that we read about Charles preparing food for his wife. He looked into the refrigerator, he went to the supermarket, and he made a list. That's generally what he did. Now, I ask each of you to choose one of these numbers to tell a story. To tell the story, you read the story first, and you may have chosen, say, number 4. If you had chosen number 4, you could have just thought about what the original story was about and built your story around that. Because the original story, again, was about Charles preparing spaghetti for his wife, and he made an apple pie with ice cream. Now I'm going to make another story up about number 4. The amazed newlywed recorded a conversation in a darkened room in May to quiet the angry mob. This is one way this story could have gone in 90 seconds. While Charles was at the supermarket, he heard someone outside shouting, "Don't go into the store." And Charles didn't think that they were talking to him because it was a beautiful day in May. But then he realized there was a mob building outside. He wanted to do something nice for his wife, so he still went in and got the spaghetti items he needed. it was important for him to do this because he was a newlywed. And because he is a newlywed, he was amazed to find that he was able to find everything he wanted, get past the angry mob, and get back home. And he asked his wife to record him making his dinner. That is my crazy, made-up story, and I kept my mouth moving for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Later, we may do an activity where you will only talk for 15 seconds, and I will actually count the number of times you will say something like or I may look at all of the words that end in ed that you're having difficulty pronouncing, and I will help you with that, whatever it is that I'll be working on that particular day. All right, thank you guys for coming. Final words from Antonio? Final words, Antonio?
Sorry?
What are your final words for today's class? Okay, we will go to Mohammed. You're new, so you probably don't know what I mean. Nader, do you know what I need when I ask for the final words for today?
Yes, you need feedback from the students.
Yes, that is correct. So what feedback will you provide?
That activity was very beneficial for me. And I thank you so much for this activity and for the last session. It was very, very useful for me as well.
Okay, thank you. Antonio,
Thank you.
Final words, which will be your feedback for today?
I don't understand, sorry.
Okay, no problem. Francis, do you have any comments that you would like to make? Unmute your microphone, Francis, if you would like to speak.
I don't have a certain opinion, teacher, because I only has maybe 10 minutes here, and before class you.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming, Francis. Mohammed, do you have any feedback that you would like to share?
Well, I think I have understood the main target of the class, which is practicing for improvisation during the speaking, and I think I will get better during the time.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Antonio, would you like to make a comment now?
Yes, no, I like the the method of the class. A lot of exercise, a lot of kind of the pronunciation, the reading. I think you place every skill of the language.
Okay, great. Listen, guys, I have a class following this one, and it starts in 2 minutes. Gotta go. Take care.